Hey, what's going on everybody? Paul Tech here. In today's video, I just want to talk to you a little bit about the LG G6. Now, I've been using this device a little over 72 hours now, but I'm just going to go ahead and title this video, the LG G6 72 hours later. Now, when it comes to the design and build on the G6, I think LG did an excellent job. I like the materials that were used, metal and glass. When I first took a look at the back cover of the G6, to me, even though it is a glass back, it definitely resembles metal. Now, another thing that I want to talk about are certain features that I really like on the G6. For instance, this device has expandable storage. This device also has USB Type-C with Quick Charge 3.0, so you're going to be able to charge this device up fairly quickly. Now, it also has a down-firing speaker, which in my personal opinion is not my favorite. I prefer the speaker in the front, but for a down-firing speaker, you actually get some pretty decent volume coming out of there. Now, you also got a headphone jack up on top, which that is something I really do appreciate that LG kept on the G6 here. Now, another feature I like is the always on display here. So I know it's kind of hard to see there, but I really like using that to get all my notifications in. And I've heard other people disabling that to conserve battery. But for me, I don't really see that that takes up a lot of your battery life. Now, moving on to the fingerprint sensor, I think the fingerprint sensor is very quick, it's very accurate for the most part. And then moving on to the volume rockers on the left-hand side, I think those are positioned perfect. I've had some other smartphones in the past where the volume rockers are way too high, they're way too low, they're where the power button should be, but not in the case with the G6. Now, this display, 5.7-inch, beautiful looking display, 1440 by 2880. I mean, this is a very compact device. Comparing this to other devices that I own with 5.7-inch displays, I mean, it's incredible, the screen to body ratio on the LG G6. Now, moving on from there, this device under the hood is packing the Qualcomm Snapdragon 821 as well as the Adreno 530. Now, when it comes to the Qualcomm Snapdragon 821, I think it runs perfectly fine, perfectly smooth. I don't have any issues with the 821 processor on the LG G6. And when it comes to gameplay, pretty much I've tested a lot of different applications using the G6, downloaded different games, and just testing out the performance, and there hasn't been any type of overheating issues in the past 72 hours using the G6. No lag, no stutter, or anything like that. So I've been very pleased with the gameplay performance. Now, moving on to the cameras. Now, this device has the dual camera setup in the back, and this is probably one of my favorite features on the G6 is the cameras. Now, one feature, if you're coming from an LG G5 to a G6, you're going to notice right here, you now have manual controls when it comes to video. So this is all very similar to like the LG V20. You can control the audio, the mics, the ISO, the white balance, the shutter speed. Overall, the camera experience has been excellent on the LG G6. So moving on, let's go ahead and jump into settings here, and I just want to share with you app scaling. So this is basically, you have several applications here that you can change the aspect ratio. For instance, on Twitter here, you can change it between those three different ones, and then there's some select other applications that you have there. The only one that is not available that is probably most important, at least to me, is the YouTube application. It's not a big huge deal. It's just whenever you're watching YouTube videos, you are going to get these sidebars on the right and left of the display there, as you can see. I mean, it's not a big huge problem. I'm sure we are going to get an update very soon, or the YouTube application will be available in the app scaling option there. But as of now, you don't have that. But even with the black bars there, the display still looks beautiful. It's a gorgeous display. And so, yeah, I'm just patiently waiting for YouTube to be available in the app scaling. So moving on from there, wireless charging is back on the LG G6 here. We've had it before on the G2, and then it skipped a bunch of generations. So I'm glad to see LG G6 having wireless charging. So overall, it's been a great experience with the LG G6. I do not regret this purchase. Phone calls, text messages have all been coming in good. Battery life, about 4.5 hours of screen on time is what I'm getting. It's gonna be different for everybody, but yeah, well, definitely stay tuned for my full review. That should be coming up very, very soon. And once again, everybody, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and I will talk to you on the next one. Bye.